This might be my last video. So today we're rolling out that hard paywall that we've been working on. This is the live server. We're on the live server right now, and I just did some SQL updates and some code updates on here. So let me show you what I did. First of all, here is the active instance check, and what this is doing is it's making sure this is the hard paywall. It's right here. We check to see if their subscription quantity is 0. We say instances will not run until you have or until you upgrade. Now I've gone ahead and grandfathered in all the existing users, so there's only a handful of users that actually have more than 5 instances. Almost all of the thousands and thousands of users, just most of them just are using 1 instance. There are just a handful here that are using more than 5. So I've set the limit for now to 5 instances. That means they won't be able to create a new instance without upgrading to the paid tier, but they will still be able to use all of their existing instances. So for example, this guy here with 38 instances, those will all still work for him. And kind of a cool little AI thing here. I worked out this query to find the actual instance counts. That's what this query is. And then I asked, what am I using here? Claude. I asked Claude Sonnet to write the SQLite query to update the user records. And the reason I did that was because I wasn't totally sure, if I needed to be joining tables together or doing something like that. But it worked it out. It worked it out great. So this side is done. The server side of this is all done. And I found a way to make this pretty much a two-way door. So like this has been running live since last night, and all it does is check for subscription quantity equals 0, and if it finds that, then it will refuse to run the instance, and otherwise it won't. So let's go check out the front end. Oh, well, actually, before I do, I'm just going to commit this change right here. So that has been committed to the main branch. So again, this is that type of update where if we need to roll back to previous dashboard functionality, this isn't hurting anything. It's already been running this way with the existing dashboard and all the existing user instances. So because this subscription quantity is a new field that's only referenced in the new version of the dashboard, it's not hurting anything to have this logic in here right now. All right, so let's just do a real quick experiment. We're going to update my user record here to, let's say, 25. Okay, and now we'll go to the dashboard here, and here's what our new dashboard looks like. We have 25 out of 25 active instances. If you try to create a new instance here, oh yeah, and by the way, I got rid of the concept of active instances. I thought more about it last night, and it makes more sense to just have instances, because I realized even if you turn off an instance, it could still have a ton of data that it's storing and things like that. It's still taking up space, and I still have to maintain it and everything. So I think I would just ask people to continue paying for it, even if their instance is turned off for some reason. That's kind of up to them, because we don't actually charge for the instances running anyway. So, all right. So if you try to create a new instance after you're all out, it'll say, "Oof, paywall, you've hit this because you're out of instances." And if you go unlock, here's the new thing. I moved this to /access, and it says. It says all of this here, and then there's a bunch of little call to actions here, along with a big unlock access now thing. And I played with this quite a bit, and I like it. Yeah, and actually, I'm just gonna put a little unlock access now right up here, so nobody misses it. And then there will just be one, the whole way through the page. So yeah, I think this is good. We'll play with this more later. I also added some testimonials in here, and it's the same testimonials that appear on the pricing page. Yeah, so anyway, that's what will happen if you try to create a new instance and you don't have enough. Now, if for some reason you're one of those special users that went over, let's say you have that 5 limit that we were talking about. Now it's going to say you've exceeded your instance limit, but it's still going to let you use them, right? Like you can still go here and launch the instance, no problem, right? So that will still work. However, here's the trick. This is where the hard paywall comes in. If this subscription quantity is 0, then when you go try to launch an instance, blip, it says instances will not run until you upgrade. And there's a notice here too, instances will not run until you upgrade. And that stays, that's on every screen all the way through. So I'm trying to, be fair to people and like tell them, hey, you can look around, you can check all this out. Cause this is the other thing I thought about is, I want the hard paywall, but I want them to be able to look around and like, configure things and play with it and test things out. The only thing they can't do is try to actually access the instance to make it run. So I think this is like a pretty fair way of letting people into the system, letting them verify that like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty cool. And now it's time to pay, right? So if you click this upgrade button, it takes you right to that same thing. You click unlock access now. It takes you to the checkout thing, complete with the email pre-filled and everything like that. So I like the flow of this a lot, and I think we're gonna keep it like this. So what's cool about this two-way door is that um, everybody who's currently in there has at least quantity 5 instances, right? So this is going to be their user experience. For most of the users, it's going to be just that they have however many instances they have. And they're just going to be in here. Nothing's going to be different. They're going to see that this hard paywall is live. By the way, I linked up this notice to the blog thing, so the notice always displays the latest blog. So that's how I'm going to handle those announcements. I felt kind of proud of that. But anyway, yeah, so their user experience will not be changed. So before I deploy this, let's just look one last time through all the code here so you guys can see the same as me, what's actually changing in these. All right, so here we go. Let's start with the store. I'm going to throw this down here, put my face down there. Okay, so we actually don't need this at all. Let's take that out. And so now that one completely goes away. All right, so in the pricing page, we have, um, uh, oh, this GPDR banner. I also fixed this too because it was interfering with that, with this, where is it here? Let's find it. Oh, somehow yeah, so actually before we get into that, let's do one of those feature branch extractions that I've been talking about. So we're going to compare main with paywall here, and I see that there are 15 files ahead. This one, we want to pull this in, this GPDR thing. We don't need the little edit button showing, and it interferes with overlays and things like that. So I'm just gonna quickly commit that. I mean, all it really means is the users have to like clear their cookies, to get rid of, to reset the GPDR. And then I'm going to do this feature branch syncing thing where it merges all my feature branches, right? So if you look here, all those feature branches are stacked up now with that new change we just made. So going back here, all right, cool. I just checked everything else, and all of this belongs in the single commit that is the hard paywall dashboard commit. So if you look through here real quick, we have a blog announcement for the hard paywall. We have this whole access page, which has all the paywall features and everything like that. When you create a new instance, it checks to see Oh, sorry. No. This is the layout for all of the logged in stuff, right? So here's that notice, right? Instances will not run until you upgrade. That's if max instances is 0. Inside the paywall, it just says if you hit a paywall because you're out of instances, right? And sends you to access instead of to pricing, because that access page is the new sort of funnel, I guess, if you want to call it that. Um, Now in here, it'll tell you in the dashboard that you've exceeded your instance limit, and it'll show the progress bar as an error bar if you go. In the account page, we just have a little cosmetic change here that honestly we don't even need this. So let's just put it back how it was. Keep this PR as clean as possible. So and then we have some changes to the founder card and the flounder card, which are just we're not offering the flounder annual anymore, and we have to take out this part about referring to a plan tier because we got rid of the plan tiers. So this is the whole thing. We're ready to deploy it, and what should happen when we deploy this is nothing. For most users, nothing will happen, right? Let's try it. Cool. So this is my favorite way to deploy feature branches. Um, I go merge into current branch, squash commits, and no commit, and then I say merge. Now, what this just did, I'm in the main branch, right? And so here it has the whole change that we're about to commit, and I'm just going to call it feature hard paywall in dashboard. Okay, I'm going to commit that. Now this is in the main branch. We're going to deploy it right now. It's happening, guys, right now, live on this channel. I guess it's not live. I don't know. I feel very alive right now. Now we'll test that in just a second, but in the meantime, let's go back to the server here, because there is one part in this server in the mothership source code. Let's go find mothership again. Inside the source, inside lib handlers, at signup. Check this out. At signup. Remember this handle signup confirm, where it sets subscription quantity to 25. When we set this to 0, the instant we set this to 0, new signups will be assigned subscription quantity 0, and the hard paywall will be invoked. So it's this two-way door is down to just a single switch. And if you look back through all the videos that I've made about this leading up to this point, you'll see that I've been working really hard to keep this two-way door open. So if I want to, I can just turn this off, turn it back to 25 and say, oh, easy does it. I made a mistake of some kind. And it's easy enough for me to roll back that single commit in the dashboard that has all the hard paywall stuff. So in that way, we've created our two-way door, and that way, we probably will never need it. Cool, look at that. It's live. Hard paywall in dashboard. It's live. It's been built. Let's go try it. So we're going to jump into the actual dashboard here, and this is my account still, and this is just what I expected. It's the very same functionality that we had running here on localhost, so everything's looking good there. If I try to create a new instance, it takes me to the unlock page with the access now, all the reviews and everything, saying how great PocketHost is, how trustworthy we are. If I click that, yeah, I mean, it's all working here. So now the thing to do is to actually try a sign up and see what happens. So we're logged out. We're going to hit get started. And here's what I always do. I go test 01, 10, 24, like that. Day, month, year. Yeah, is that how you guys like to do it? And then I'll just pick a password for it. It doesn't matter. All right, and it's creating a new instance. So boom, here we go. Oh, I love it. I love it already, because it says instance will not run until you upgrade, but here we are right in it. And then we want to verify our account. Cool, account's been verified. Here we go. Let's hit the admin. Boom, instance will not run unless you upgrade. And yeah, put the details, check out the details. Yeah, so everything still works. It just won't run until you upgrade, and that sends you right to the paywall, and that sends you right to the new PocketHost checkout page, where you can choose this. I'm really happy with it, guys. I think we accomplished something good here. So that kind of brings us to the end of the trail with the hard paywall, and in future videos, I mean, unless I roll that back for some reason, which I don't think I'm going to need to. I feel like Pocket Host is a good service, and that I'm doing a fair thing by asking people to pay before they actually try to use it, because it is just a convenience, right? Like you could go host it yourself and deal with all these same things, and you're buying your way out of a lot of pain for $5 a month. So I think it's a fair ask, and I don't know if I should have done it earlier or not. Maybe I should have, but I mean, because now there are 10,000 users in there who you know are coasting, but I don't know. I feel good about it. I feel like I helped a lot of people try out PocketBase, and they helped me help the service grow and stuff. I have to remember the service wasn't what it was, what it is now. It was not what it was then when they signed up free. So yeah, you know what? I guess it's all fair. So next, I'm probably going to send out. I'm thinking I'll send out an email notice to everybody, letting them know that this channel is live and that we've put a hard paywall in place. Um, Not that that's really gonna matter for them that much, but yeah, I'll send out a little notice saying like, "Hey, the hard paywall is in place. If you're on a free account, you have a limit of five or however many you already created, and creating any new ones past five will hit the paywall." I think that's fair. All right, we'll see you guys next time.